Freddie Mercury remains one of the most iconic and influential figures in the history of popular music. As the charismatic frontman of the legendary rock band Queen, Mercury revolutionized the role of a lead singer, transforming into an unparalleled force of nature both on stage and in the studio. His voice, stage presence, and innovative musical contributions have made him a rock legend. But his personal life, marked by passion, complexity, and profound relationships, also stands as an essential part of his legacy. We Will Rock You.
Going back to the show, do you think it's more than a coincidence that sentiments like "we've got to build this world together" should come just when rock is showing politicians where they've actually failed?
Oh, darling, what kind of shit question is that you answering?
Farokh Bulsara was born to Parsi parents, Bohemian and Bulsara, in Zanzibar, where his father worked as a civil servant. The family moved to India when Freddie was just a young child. It was there he was introduced to music. The Parsis belonged to India after their ancestors fled Persia, now Iran, following the Islamic invasion and sought asylum in India, becoming an integral part of the country's diverse fabric. His early schooling took place in Panchgani, a small town near Pune, where he was sent to study at St. Peter's School, a British-style boarding school. It was here that Freddie first began to show signs of his musical talent, taking piano lessons and forming his first band, the Hectics. He performed at various school events, showing an early command of the stage. In 1964, after Zanzibar was rocked by a revolution, Freddie's family relocated to England. Freddie enrolled at Isleworth Polytechnic and later studied at Ealing Art College, where he developed his skills in graphic design and honed his artistic abilities. It was during these years that he began to embrace the cultural influences of London, and the eclectic artistic world around him would inform his later musical career. In 1970, he met guitarist Brian May, drummer Roger Taylor, and bassist John Deacon. The band, initially known as Smile, underwent a rebranding when Freddie joined, and they became Queen. Queen's early years were marked by a relentless work ethic, an ambition to break new ground, and a willingness to embrace artistic experimentation. Their self-titled debut album, Queen, was released in 1973 and introduced the world to Freddie's unique voice. But it wasn't until Sheer Heart Attack that Queen really began to garner widespread attention. The album featured the hit song Killer Queen, which showcased Freddie's flair for crafting sophisticated yet accessible pop rock anthems. But it was the release of A Night at the Opera in 1975 that cemented Freddie's place in rock history. The album featured the groundbreaking song Bohemian Rhapsody, an operatic, multi-layered rock epic that defied genre boundaries and became one of the most famous songs in the history of recorded music. Bohemian Rhapsody showcased Freddie's songwriting genius, his ability to merge classical, opera, and rock influences into one seamless piece, and his incomparable vocal ability. The track was a commercial and critical success, and it catapulted Queen to international superstardom. Queen's success continued through the 70s and 80s with albums like News of the World, featuring the anthem We Are the Champions, and The Game, which included hits like Another One Bites the Dust. Freddie's showmanship during live performances was unmatched, and his ability to connect with audiences across the globe became legendary. One of Queen's defining moments came in 1985 when the band performed at Live Aid, a global charity concert organized by Bob Geldof. Freddie Mercury's 20-minute set is still considered one of the greatest live performances in rock history. Despite battling personal issues, Freddie's performance was flawless. He commanded the stage with an unparalleled charisma and left an indelible mark on millions of viewers around the world. While he was primarily known for his work with Queen, he also pursued a number of solo projects throughout his career. In 1985, he released his first solo album, Mr. Bad Guy, which was a departure from Queen's signature sound. The album featured the hit single Living on My Own and showcased Freddie's versatility as a musician. He explored more pop-oriented sounds and experimented with dance music, but the album was met with mixed critical reviews. Despite this, Mr. Bad Guy proved Freddie was not only Queen's frontman, but also a creative force on his own. His personal life was as complex and vibrant as his music. He was well known for his flamboyant personality and unapologetic style, which often defied the conventions of the time. Although much of his private life was hidden from the public, certain aspects of it became well known, especially his relationships with women, most notably Mary Austin. Mary Austin was Freddie's longtime partner and the love of his life. The two met in 1969, and despite Freddie's growing fame, they formed a deep and enduring bond. The relationship was often tumultuous, as Freddie's bisexuality and need for independence eventually led to the couple parting ways romantically, but they remained incredibly close until Freddie's death. Austin was frequently described as Freddie's wife by those close to him, even after the romantic relationship ended. She was the one who understood him in a way no one else did, and their friendship remained a cornerstone of his life. During the late 80s, Freddie's health began to deteriorate as he became increasingly ill, and it was rumored he had contracted HIV/AIDS. But he kept the details of his illness private, even as his condition worsened. It wasn't until November 1991 that he made a public statement about his diagnosis, acknowledging he was suffering from AIDS. One day later, he passed away, November 24, 1991, at age 45. Freddie Mercury's death was a devastating loss to music, as he was not only an unparalleled vocalist, but also an artistic visionary who had pushed the boundaries of what popular music could be. At the time of his death, Queen was still at the height of their popularity, and their fans mourned the loss of one of rock's most beloved figures. His battle with AIDS had been kept largely private, with only his closest friends and family knowing the full extent of his health problems. His death came as a shock to many, and the outpouring of grief from his fans and peers alike was a testament to the indelible impact he had on the music world. His funeral was a private affair, and his ashes were entrusted to Mary Austin. The relationship between Mary and Freddie was one of profound depth, transcending romantic love. We are the champions.
Why haven't you done any interviews in the past few years?
Because I hate them.
Why?
I just hate them. I hate talking to people I don't really know.
Freddie Mercury's legacy extends far beyond his music. He remains a symbol of artistic freedom, individualism, and defiance. His legacy is evident not only in Queen's enduring popularity, which has spanned generations, but also in the way he challenged norms around gender, sexuality, and performance. Freddie made it acceptable to be different, to be bold, and to live life unapologetically. In 2018, the film Bohemian Rhapsody was released, chronicling Mercury's life and the rise of Queen. The film introduced his story to a new generation and reignited interest in the band's music. Rami Malek's portrayal of Freddie Mercury earned him an Academy Award for Best Actor, further solidifying Freddie's place in cultural history. Today, Freddie Mercury is remembered not only as one of the greatest vocalists of all time, but also as a deeply human figure. Brilliant, flawed, passionate, and compassionate. From his early days in Zanzibar to the global stages of Live Aid and beyond, Freddie Mercury left behind a legacy of music, love, and freedom that continues to inspire millions. His story is one of triumph, transformation, and enduring love. And through the unwavering loyalty of Mary Austin and the lasting power of his music, Freddie Mercury remains immortal. Now it's time to hear from you. Do you think Queen's music still resonates with younger generations? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below.